Thank you for joining this session today. My name's Jack, and I'm going to be both your host and your presenters for this talk. This is a recording of one of our welcome talks that was delivered at the beginning of Welcome Week. You may be viewing this talk for a second time, trying to catch any information you may have missed, or maybe the first time that you're watching in case you are unable to attend one of our live sessions. I hope this information is useful and informative for you. It may be a good idea to have a pen and a piece of paper at hand to make any notes, but of course you can pause the presentation at any time and take some notes. I'm going to be telling you about what this session is all about. We're going to be talking about our beautiful campus, the measures we're taking to make it safe and what's available, things to get involved with, how you can look after yourself and others, ways to learn and develop, and how we can support you. It seems like quite a lot, but I promise this talk won't be too lengthy. This year, we've launched our Welcome to Royal Holloway mobile app. You can find this on your app store by searching for Royal Holloway. This app contains multiple guides. The Welcome Guide includes important information, including aspects of student life, details of your course induction, and various welcome activities. There's also a Living in Halls guide, which contains practical advice for living with others and details of support available to you. If you're an international student, you can find specific information relevant to you in our International Student Support Guide, including available support, visa information, and advice on living in the UK. We will also launch the Student Life Guide shortly, which will be a useful resource throughout your time as a student here. If you haven't already, we recommend that you download this app to your phone after this talk so that it's available to you. The university will also keep you up to date about COVID-19 measures via the app. We're going to be referring to sections within the Welcome Guide throughout this presentation. We've got a really vibrant campus with students from over 130 countries living and studying here. If you're coming to our campus, you will also see that we've put a number of measures in place to keep all members of our community as safe as possible. If you're moving into halls, your whole flat or corridor will form a household bubble to which any government guidelines on households will apply. We're very proud of our heritage as one of the first institutions in the UK to allow women to study at university. Our campus is situated in beautiful surroundings and we're lucky to have a friendly local community. Here on campus, there are loads of places for you to enjoy that sell a variety of food and drinks, and the Students' Union, otherwise known as the SU, run a variety of events and social outlets. This year, they all have social distancing measures in place. If you're a commuting student, we've established a number of additional spaces for you to study, socialise and eat when you visit campus, available on a first-come, first-served basis. Full details of locations and facilities can be found within the Welcome Guide. Check out what's going on in all of these places from this week onwards in the Welcome app and college and SU websites. You can find full details of our venue opening hours in the Welcome Guide on the app. Now, you've probably noticed our big, shiny Davison building. This year, the building will have reduced opening hours with alternative spaces on campus when the Davison building is closed. The building houses our library, we'll be covering that a little bit later on, and you can visit the cafe on the square for a late evening coffee. It's open until 10 p.m. Monday to Thursday. The building also includes the Students' Union shop and the Student Services Centre, which is by appointment only, but please note that all their services are accessible to you online. Again, we'll be coming back to this a little bit later. Campus is a great place to be, and we also have fantastic surrounding areas that you can explore. We have lots of restaurants, shops and bars in Egham and Englefield Green, and Staines and Windsor have lots of shopping centres, the beautiful River Thames just nearby, and lots of social activities. For any thrill seekers among us, Fort Park is also pretty close. We're very fortunate to have London just a 40-minute train journey away. Make the most of it and the offers that you can get as a student in the city. More information about our local area is in the Welcome Guide on the app. Soon after you arrive on campus, you'll be able to collect your college card. Visit the Royal Holloway app for more information. Your college card identifies you as a student of Royal Holloway. It gets you into venues and into your hall if you live on campus. It also gives you access to the library and you can use it to print. You've already been given £10 printing credit please consider the environment before printing. As our campus is cashless, we recommend that you top up your card with money. You can pay for everything on campus and you won't get charged VAT at college-run outlets. So that's 5% or 20% off your food and drinks. We expect you to have this card on you at all times, as security staff might ask you to show it. With your lanyard and card holder that you've been given, this shouldn't be a problem. Please try not to lose your college card. If you do, the first replacement is free, but after that it will cost you £10 to get a new one. Last year, over 2,500 replacement college cards were issued, but let's try and get this number down by not losing yours. There are plenty of different areas and activities to get involved in, both on campus and online, with more than 110 student-run clubs and societies supported by the Students' Union. I can assure you there is something for everyone, lots to choose from. Make sure you attend the virtual Freshers' Fair starting on 29th of September, where you can learn all about the groups and how to join them. All this info and more can be found on the SU website. If you still need help, you can speak to staff at the Students' Union Help Desk upstairs in the SU building. Here are a few other dates that you shouldn't miss. What's great about going to university is that it's not just about studying. There is so much more to do. This is the best time for you to explore new things and discover a passion maybe you didn't know you had. Why not volunteer in the local community? You could get involved in projects like teaching English to refugees, helping the elderly, conservation activities, or delivering sports coaching in local schools. If you want to find out more about volunteering opportunities on campus, in the local area, or abroad, join us online for the Festival of Volunteering. The important thing is to be yourself and be prepared to meet new people with new behaviours, interests, and beliefs that may be different to yours. That is why our motto is to be rather than to seem. At Royal Holloway, we recognise you for taking part in activities that develop your skills and enhance your employability, such as working part-time, volunteering in the local community, or getting involved in the Students' Union. The Careers Service can help you record all these experiences and the skills you have developed so you can let future employers know in an application, CV, or interview. Now, with all the fun that you're going to be having, we want to make sure that you look after yourself and those around you. Being active is a great way to look after yourself and stay healthy, and it's important that you keep a good balance. We know that students who work out work better, and being physically active does you good. New for this year, you'll be able to download the Royal Holloway Moves app. Royal Holloway Moves is a free app that rewards you for being active. You can earn points for a range of activities, which you can redeem for a variety of rewards on campus. Simply search for Moves Plus on the App Store or Google Play Store now and select Royal Holloway. Royal Holloway Sport also offers plenty of ways to keep fit and healthy on campus. You can join our on-campus gym, attend group exercise classes, or take part in recreational sport through the Active programme. Call the Sports Centre or visit the student intranet to find out more about becoming a member and getting your sports pass. It's important that you manage your time well and make sure to maintain a good balance between study and leisure. Some of you may want to get a part-time job. You can attend our virtual Part-Time Jobs Festival from the 29th of September to the 1st of October in order to explore paid opportunities both on campus and in the local area. Just remember, the college regulation is that as a full-time student, you're only allowed to work a maximum of 20 hours a week. We also want you to keep safe. Our college bus runs from 8 AM until about midnight. Please note that access to campus via the back gate by the Sports Centre is open during the day from 5 AM to 12:30 AM, just past midnight. If you need to contact security, they're based in the Founders Building. You can reach them 24/7 using the number on screen now. It's a good idea to save this in your phone. In an emergency, please always call this number as they'll be able to direct the emergency services. What's important is that you look out for each other and chat to people in your flats or in your classroom. Everyone is in the same situation and you're all new to our campus community, so it's the perfect time to go out and meet people. In the current situation, it's important to maintain social distancing outside your household group, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. If you're worried about something or you feel like you need additional support, please speak to a member of staff or your peer guide about it early. Everyone tends to experience this at some point, and it's perfectly normal. Contact student wellbeing if you're worried about another student. We anticipate that all of you play your part to keep all members of our community safe. It's important that you wash your hands frequently for 20 seconds and use the hand sanitizer at the entrance to high footfall buildings. We also strongly encourage everyone to wear a face covering when moving around unless you're exempt from wearing one, and maintain social distancing by staying 2 meters apart wherever possible. If you're living in halls, your whole flat or corridor is your household, to which any government guidelines on households will apply. If you develop symptoms of COVID-19, you must get tested. If you test positive, you and your household must self-isolate. Now, we mentioned the Davison building earlier and the library. The library has a range of study spaces you can pre-book through the Click and Sit service. You can also use the Click and Collect service to order books and DVDs from the library. From the first week of term, the library will be open 7 a.m. to midnight. Check out the library web pages on the student intranet or the welcome guide for more information. And don't forget, the library provides access to over 500,000 ebooks and millions of digital journal articles, alongside lots of other resources. You can access these resources wherever you are, on or off campus, so you don't need to be in the library to study. Our flexible education approach means that you'll be taught in person as well as having access to all of your learning and teaching online. You will be using Microsoft Teams to engage with those classes that are online, and your Moodle course pages provide more learning resources and activities. Our library team can help you with your research and finding the right reading lists. We also offer a range of online workshops, one-to-one tutorials, and drop-ins to help you approach your academic assignments with confidence. Visit the Skills Hub on the student intranet to find out more about developing your academic and personal skills. Now, if you encounter any problems with your course, speak to your academic department or your personal tutor about this first. Contact your school office by emailing or booking an appointment, who will be able to help you with any academic queries. Their contact details are on screen now, and you can find out how to contact your help desk in the welcome guide. If you're a new undergraduate, you can also ask your peer guides any questions about how things work on your new course. They will be studying in the same department or school as you. You can contact them on your Microsoft Teams peer support channel or arrange to meet them in person. You can now access your academic timetable for Term 1 via the student intranet. The system allows you to sync it with your personal calendar and receive email notifications for when things change at short notice. Make sure you check your timetable regularly for any other changes. As we all know, technology can sometimes fail us, so if you have any problems with IT, you can contact the IT service desk via their live help chat, email, or phone. Refer to the welcome guide for further important IT information. The Careers Service is here to help you, whether it's for one-to-one support or advice on applying for a part-time job, starting your career plan. All careers support will be available to you online for this term. They offer great advice on writing your CV and cover letter, practicing your interview and assessment skills, or getting work experience. They also organise employer-led events such as the upcoming virtual Part-Time Jobs Festival, which is the 29th of September to the 1st of October, and voluntary-related events such as the Festival of Volunteering, which will be this Wednesday to Friday in Welcome Week. The Careers Service will also support you if you're considering taking the placement year, during which you can either undertake a work placement, do voluntary work, or study abroad, or even do a combination of these. More information will come to you in the course of the year. We also value your feedback, and it's important to us that your voice gets heard. There are many ways to be heard. You could join one of our 8 student collectives representing different areas, as seen on the screen, or one of our 3 student executives overseeing the student union's work in key areas. If you don't fancy that, you can also represent your peers on your course or in your department by running to be an academic rep. Here at Royal Holloway, we are a caring and supportive community. Our student advisory and wellbeing services includes counselling, financial advice, or support for students with dyslexia and other disabilities. There is also an international student support team to help you with visa queries and more. You can contact any of them by emailing the Student Wellbeing team, who will then point you in the right direction. All these services will be available to you online. Details of this in the welcome guide on the app. If you live on campus or nearby, you should register online with the on-site GP surgery based in the Founders Building. The Student Services Centre is your first point of contact for any non-academic queries, and they can signpost you to other college services. Contact them by email or join a virtual drop-in session Mondays to Fridays. If you do need a new college card, you can order one online and they can replace it for you. Contact them early when a problem happens. It's perfectly fine to ask for help. The Students' Union also have a great independent advice centre which specialises in housing support and academic advice. There's lots of useful information on the advice pages of the SU website. You can contact them by email Mondays to Fridays to arrange a phone or online appointment or a virtual drop-in session. Throughout your time at Royal Holloway, we'll be keeping in touch with you. You must check your college email every 24 hours. It's our key method of communicating with you and a regulation that you don't want to break. Each Sunday, Paul Lazell, our principal, sends you a newsletter to your college email account, and you should read it. It's packed full of useful information and events. The SU also sends you an email every Friday full of information about activities, events, and campaigns that are running. Also, check out the student intranet regularly to make sure to follow us on social media to find out the latest campus news, events, and anything else which is going on around campus. Here's a list of all the key contact details and important dates coming up. You may wish to pause the presentation to note some of the numbers down, or you can also take a screenshot of the slides. To finish, once again, we recommend that you download the Welcome to Royal Holloway app, which has all of the information that we've just covered in even more detail. Thank you for attending our talk and for listening to me speak about some of the services that we offer. We wish you a very, very warm welcome to Royal Holloway and all the best for your studies for your first few weeks. Take care. Bye-bye.